Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has come down a little lower. Yeah, it has not broken below the 50% FIB level. So nothing so far we haven't talked about. The key threshold here is sort of the 20K level, which so far hasn't been broken. We talked about a previous wave 4 support, which is here basically where the 50% FIB level is as well. So for now, it was the right decision with Bitcoin to remain focused on the downside. A low has not been called yet. Yeah. So far also the forecast from the last video and the last videos was that the low isn't in here yet. And however, we came down quite a dynamic way. Yeah. And in this particular wave down today made me make a small change to the wave count, and the movement here, which I had before as a wave 4, I'm now considering that as a B wave and now as a C wave down. So we've got a wave 3 as an ABC structure within a diagonal pattern in a C wave. And it remains my view, and that was the view in the last video as well, that we still should get ideally a 4th wave and a 5th wave. Now we might not get that, but until we break impulsively above the B wave high, which is at 22,600, my view will be that we have a really good likelihood to make this 4th wave first before coming down in the 5th. Now, a 4th wave can occur sometimes just as a triangle. Yeah, that would be ideal for the weekend again. Last weekend we had this B, it looked like a wave 4 at the time, but probably turned out to be a B wave due to the length of it, and with considering the latest price data we have here to the downside, right, makes a B wave just much more likely. But before we dive deeper into the analysis, first a few words about the sponsor of today's Bitcoin video, Chartprime. Chartprime is a service that provides specific TradingView indicators. There are 5 specific and unique indicators that you can only get through Chartprime if you sign up to one of their plans. These are based on quite complex algorithms and formulas and can be helpful in identifying trade setups, which means they can provide additional signals that could support your trading. Indicators can, for example, also be useful to support Elliott Wave counts to give more confidence. Of course, you don't need to apply Elliott Wave to use Chartprime, and the combination of their indicators alone can provide trade setups and signals as well. They currently offer a 30% limited time discount, so if you are interested in this, check it out. Of course, bear in mind that no indicator works 100% of the time. Here's an example of the Bitcoin chart with one of the range indicators. This indicator combines various indicators in itself, so you can adjust it to your needs, but it basically shows your range resistances, different support resistance levels based on different time frames, and it categorizes them based on their relevance. And this indicator provides you with dynamic support and resistance bands to which the price is reacting. And if you're interested in checking it out, make sure that you use the link in the video description and on their website. You can also read through testimonials, and you can join their Discord community, which you can join in case you have any questions about how to use those indicators. So what are the levels now that we are watching? So the further we come down here, the more I am getting convinced by the idea that we are doing the wave 2 directly. Now, it's too early to confirm that because so far we are holding the 20K level. So all the scenarios, or at least the idea that this here could still be a 4th wave, that's still valid. Yeah. So that level was never broken. It could still be that this here is the 4th wave and we have only done a WXY. Yeah, and could still get our 5th wave from here. I find that is getting unlikely now, especially considering what the other altcoins are doing, that Ethereum is now in its wave 2 support area, and Bitcoin has also come down into the wave 2 support area already. So I'm really considering the idea that we're doing the wave 2 in one go, which means if not something more bearish is going on, we talk about that in a minute as well. But for now, we can consider this in terms of a setup as an ABC structure. And if Bitcoin is holding eventually the 17,567 level, it can still give us the 3rd wave. Now, we probably need a bit more information over maybe the next day or two to see are we now in the 4th wave or not, or what's going on, because things happened quite quickly. But for now, this is a count that makes sense to me. Again, I have no view or no confirmation that a low is in. So as in the previous videos, the view remains focused on the downside. Yeah. Someone commented in the previous video, I'm too bullish. I just can't understand it. Over the last few days, yeah, especially since we've been here in this sideways action, the view has just in every video over the last few days been we come down lower, we come down lower, we come down lower. There is no confirmation a low is in. Now that we've reached targets, we can be watching for a reversal, of course, here in this area. But we have no signal yet. We have no signal, so you always need to get the signal. When the price and the market hits these pivot points, that's when we need to be watching. And we've now reached a very large support area here for a wave 2. And at the moment, with this ABC structure, which could complete this wave 2 in one go, this 4 and 5, which is missing, is or fits quite well to some of the altcoin charts. Yeah, for example, Solana needs a 4 and 5. There are some that need a 4 and 5, or at least it looks likely. Some could have bottomed, but how likely is it if Bitcoin hasn't bottomed? So it's getting interesting. Best is to understand the key support levels that are relevant for the wave 2 scenario for all the altcoins. Yeah. But yeah, this is the key. I mean, this is now the area we've actually been waiting for, in which we can get an idea of, is the bear market low in or not? So I've got it on the chart. I talk about it every other day, that at the moment we cannot confirm that the bull market has started. Yeah, from that point of view, I don't understand why someone says I'm too bullish, because every other day I show you this 4-hour chart. We talk about the idea that the low in June could have just been a third wave, the rally here into August, an A wave, B wave, yeah, and a C wave to the upside. Classical flat pattern. Yeah, actually expanded flat. Or is it running flat? Doesn't really matter. It's a flat pattern with a, you could say, undershooting B wave. Very likely pattern. This pattern was never broken. The downtrend was never broken. From that point of view, this is still the primary expectation. That it could, of course, be that the bear market low was in November, but it's only the alternative view, and it has been because I have a problem to see, or I have a problem with this structure here, that it's only a 3-wave move down. I would like to see 5. Had I seen 5, it would be much more likely that the bear market low has been in already. Now, I'm not saying we couldn't have bottomed in the bear market, but to get proof, we need to see 5 waves up and 3 waves down. This ABC structure could be the 3-wave move down. Yeah, we've been talking about that for a couple of months now. Yeah, basically in the regular market updates, I typically put that in at least every week, at least once. That yes, 5 waves up is fine. That's basically what you need to see to get a first indication the trend might be shifting. But if you understand the context here, this 5-wave move could just be the C wave in a larger ABC structure. And it's just from a sentiment point of view interesting that people who are biased, a lot of people called already the start of the bull market in this rally to the upside. Everybody's getting bullish. Yeah. So you see how crypto Twitter is always influenced by the color of candles, whereas on this channel we try to be objective as much as you can be, as much as it's humanly possible. So we're just looking at the market structure unbiased. And from an unbiased point of view, it is still very likely, in my opinion, even more likely to see one more low for Bitcoin, because the ideal targets to the downside have never been reached. All right. So just that's clear. That doesn't mean, though, that I'm short Bitcoin, because it doesn't take much to invalidate this bearish case. And to be honest, the possible profit to the downside is quite low compared to what could be made in terms of profit if the price indeed turns here, and if we just are a little bit patient and wait for the next bull run. Yeah, because this is the wave we want to be in to the upside. This is all of this, yeah, what we're seeing here, this structure is just a pullback area, an accumulation phase in a long-term uptrend. It's a pullback. If I buy here, I'm trading a pullback on the weekly time frame of a long-term uptrend. Okay, basically what we can do here as well, when we have a 5-wave move up, we can buy the pullback in this wave too. Does the setup work out or not? Nobody knows at this stage, but the market can turn around in this area. If it turns around, it should turn around in this area. It's all about probabilities in this market. So yeah, that's what I'm watching. So first of all, I'm watching, does the 20K level hold? Okay, if it doesn't hold, because 20K is a psychological one, and also it is, let's just zoom out a little bit, it's sort of approximately the high of the bull run in 2017, yeah, end of 2017. Good. What else? So if that level doesn't hold, then we need to be watching the 19.2K area, and in the very worst case, the 17,567 level. But if that level, if we drop below that level, then I think we can say hello to new lows in the bear market, probably 13, 14K in the first place, maybe lower. And yeah, this is now the area we've been talking about for many, many weeks. We came into this a little bit faster than originally anticipated, because I would have liked to see here a clearer ABC, then a larger B wave, and a C, so basically an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, which can still happen. But if we drop any lower than this, yeah, below the 50% fib level, which is at 20,377, if we sustain there, then I think we don't really get this B wave. We've already seen the ABC and are just finishing off the C wave. It will be very interesting next few days. Obviously, weekend coming up, so it would seem logical. It would seem logical, to talk in the language of Mr. Spock, that this is going to be a fourth wave that occurs on the weekend. That would be my primary view. However, if we rally impulsively above the B wave high at 22,600, then we have to assume a more substantial low has been made, and we probably rally in this larger B wave that I indicated. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.